Hi guys, Linda here from Create Your Future with a video to answer a viewer's question. But before I begin, I just want to remind you that we do have a link down below for a free course to help you uncover your blocks and manifest fast. And also if you'd like one-on-one coaching, info's down below as well. I do offer one-on-one coaching. So this question comes from a viewer and they say, I was very impressed with someone on vacation. After returning from vacation, I found him on social media and I wrote to him. He said he was very impressed with me too. We made plans to meet up because we live in different cities. Then he started to write to me later and I reacted. There has been no communication since then. Can I manifest the version that he comes to me with love and commitment? Guess what? Yes, of course you can. You can manifest whatever you like. So this is kind of the stuff that we do when we have a coaching session. We're going to discuss this, what happened, where did this come from, what were you thinking before this occurred, what were you worrying about, what were you fearing, and based on our conversations, we can come up with a plan, discover your blocks, and move forward with intentions and a plan and a routine. Now, not knowing this viewer, but based on what she's telling me, I'm going to break it down to what it usually is, what we usually see, and the why. So I'm going to assume that this person, and if you relate to this type of situation, probably has a pattern of the same thing happening, where they like somebody, at first everything is great, and then they change. Or they like somebody, and then the person doesn't like them back. Some type of not being chosen, not being good enough, fear of rejection kicks in. So it started off great because they both expressed that they liked each other and they were impressed with each other on vacation and they agreed to meet up, once they returned back home. They live in different cities, so that's great. So this is what I'm saying. Everything starts off great. Now, the viewer states that then he started writing later and I reacted. Okay, so this is the part where we say like ignore the 3D and give things good meaning. So for example, what I would have done if this was me, or what I would suggest to do is, let's just say somebody is contacting you consistently. Maybe they call you in the morning, on their lunch, and on their way home from work and something like that. There might be that one day where they don't call you on time, or they call you later than usual, or they say they're going to call you back and they don't. Now, you could perceive it as maybe they got tied up, maybe they're busy, maybe their phone died, and chances are that's what happened. And it'll reflect back to you and they'll say, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry I didn't call you. My phone just died. Or you could perceive it as, oh my gosh, what a jerk. They're losing interest. He didn't call me. Maybe there's another girl. And then you're going to react. So this person reacted. Reacted could be calling them back, yelling at them for being distant. Maybe just, having like a meltdown on their own. Maybe spiraling, maybe worrying. And that's going to create more of this person calling you late or not calling you at all. So usually there's a fear of being rejected, not being chosen, not being good enough. Women always leave me. My relationships always start off good and then end up crappy. This is too good to be true. Maybe not feeling safe and secure in a relationship because they were cheated on, or mom and dad split up when they were younger. There is something there. So you need to uncover, what were you fearing before this person started responding late? Why are you giving it a negative meaning if they responded late, rather than saying they just got caught up, they're tired, fell asleep, phone died, something like that. So now, with law of assumption, what you assume to be true will be true. So everything is neutral. You are giving it the meaning. If you're going to assume now that they called late because they have a girlfriend, a boyfriend, they're losing interest, they're pulling away, then you're going to, create that, or you're going to experience that, or you're going to perceive it as that, and then that person will pull away, will call you less, and maybe ghost you, or however the case may be that it's going to end up. But If you work on your self-concept of I'm loved, I'm wanted, I'm chosen, I get any guy or girl that I want, I am always in faithful, loving, committed relationships, I am that girl, I am the upper parent, what I say goes, I know this person loves me, I know this person adores me because I am wifey material. Why wouldn't they? They told me they liked me. They told me they wanted to meet up with me. So, why am I worrying about them not calling? They're probably just busy. Their phone probably died. They're going to call me later. You have to nip it in the bud right away. So when you're noticing an unfavorable thought or an unfavorable story, you need to say, no. Why am I thinking that? Because he called me later than usual. What meaning am I giving it? That they're not interested and they're pulling away just like every other guy has. What is that saying about my self-concept? I'm feeling rejected. I'm feeling not chosen. I'm feeling not good enough. Is that the true story? No. That is your ego. That is your old programming. That is your, self-concept based on past experiences kicking in, protecting you, warning you, and making you think those things. And then you say, no, the new story is I'm always chosen. I'm always prioritized. SP is always in constant and consistent communication with me because they love me. Why wouldn't they? I'm amazing. I am wifey material. They loved me on the vacation. They fell in love with me. I am mesmerizing. I am magnetic. They want to meet up with me soon. Everything's amazing. They're going to call me any minute. Their phone probably just died. They're probably so devastated at home that they can't wait to get their phone on and working because they want to hear my voice. That's what we need to do. So, can you manifest the version of them that is, let me see their quote, that is coming to me with love and commitment? Absolutely. But you have to see them as that. Do you see the difference here is, in one sense, this viewer is saying, he started writing late and I reacted. But what she really wants is for the SP to come in with love and commitment. You can't have both. You can't be in two states at once. You're going to be in a hamster wheel, one step forward, two steps back. So focus on what you want. Okay, cool. If you want him to come with you with love and commitment, say that. This SP loves me. He's showing up with me for commitment. He contacts me constantly and consistently. He always makes plans to see me. We're going to have the most amazing time when we meet up in my city. He loves me and adores me. And then also add your self-concept. Because I am loved, I am wanted, I am chosen, I am always in faithful, loving, committed relationships. I am magnetic. You want to focus on what you want. You don't want to focus on what you don't want. And if 3D throws you a curveball where they're responding late or they didn't message you one day, stop yourself and say, what was I thinking before that? Was I thinking they were going to leave me? Was I thinking this was too good to be true? Was I getting worried? What were you thinking before that? Catch that, observe it, and say, no, that's the old story. I'm not going to focus on that story. I'm not going to say that because they didn't call me today or they called me later than usual. I'm not going to give it meaning that they're not interested, they're pulling away. Maybe there's another girl, maybe there's another guy, maybe they met somebody else. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to give it good meaning. You know what? Phone probably died. They were very busy at work. They're going to call me any minute. Once you give something good meaning and focus on that, right away, you're going to interrupt the spiral of something unfavorable turning out. You're going to give it meaning that things are going well and things are going and working out in your favor, and then you will continue to see that. It's going to reflect back to you that they did have a phone that died, that they were working late, and they're going to show up favorably. So you have to uncover your blocks on what was I thinking, fearing, worrying about, what was the story I was holding about SP, about myself before these phone calls started being late. And you're going to change that story. Secondly, if in the 3D he called you later or didn't call you one day, you're going to give a good meaning. He was busy, phone died, working late. Lastly, you have to focus on what you want. I'm so thankful and grateful I met him on vacation because he is just showing up so lovingly and committed to me. He is so excited to come visit me. He contacts me constantly and consistently. And add your self-concept. Because I am chosen. I am worthy to be in a faithful, loving, committed relationship. I am wanted. I'm wifey material. I am hubby material. Okay? So I intend that answered the viewer's question, and I am sure that this is helping many other people that are in similar situations. So on that note, if you would like one-on-one coaching so that we can actually have a conversation to uncover your particular blocks, link is down below. And keep checking me out every Sunday. I have a new video up and running on YouTube. Okay, so on that note, we'll talk soon. Bye.